All right. Get Claudia. Detention Center. Could we have Mr. Crawford, please? All right, are y'all ready?
Good morning. Yes, I'm ready.
If you would, Mr. Crawford, raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
Is your true name Chad Michael Crawford?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand you have two cases pending? One charged you with violation of protective order, the other one charged you with assault.
Yes, sir.
And it looks like y'all worked out plea agreements on each case. In the violation of the protective order, you're going to get what's called deferred adjudication. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
In the other case, you're going to be sentenced to 45 days in jail and have at least 42 days of back time, okay?
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to go over each case with your attorney?
Yes, sir, I have.
And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically and your attorney is online with us right now?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. To each of these charges, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I accept to plead guilty in each case. In the violation of protective order, you'll be accept your plea, defer finding of guilt for a period of 12 months. You'll be placed on community supervision on a deferred status for 12 months or to do the things contained in your plea agreement. You'll also get 35 days back time credit towards any court costs. In the other case, I accept your plea, find you guilty, sentence you to 45 days in jail, give you credit for at least 42 days. Looks like you'll owe a few more days in jail and then you'll be done with that case, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything else?
No, sir, I do not.
All right, good luck.
Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I have a quick question.
Okay.
I had to make some changes to the plea paperwork after the jail sent it to Court 2. I just want to confirm that on the VPO case, the case where he's receiving probation, on page 2 where the box is checked other, do you see language there? It says defendant to be released to life path by coordinated release on bed availability.
I have to find it.
Okay.
My computer's been acting goofy today.
Sometimes when I add using this tool in my PDF software, it doesn't translate, and so I just want to make sure it's there so that it appears on the order.
All right, let me see where this at. The electricity went out over the weekend, I guess, and it knocked the computers off. All right. On the, which one is it? The
VPO is 83517. And it's page 2 where it says other. It should already have inpatient life path treatment written in cursive. But then I typed in next to that a note that needs to be on the order.
Yep. Chad says it's there.
Okay. I just thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all. Thank you.
All right. Good luck. Thanks.
Have a good day.
See you later. Let's see who else we have. We have Warren Price. we have Mr. Cyphers, please? All right. I'm assuming you're Mr. Cyphers?
Yes.
All right. If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God.
Yeah.
Is your true name Michael Joshua Cyphers?
Yes.
And do you understand your charge in this case with possession of marijuana?
Yes.
Have you had enough time to go over that case with your attorney?
Yes, I have.
And do you understand your attorney is online with us right now? We're doing this plea electronically.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Sure.
Right.
Yes.
To the charge of possession of marijuana, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Accept your plea guilty. Find you guilty, sentence you to 10 days in jail. You'll get credit for at least 24 days. The result is you'll be time served as of right now, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions about anything?
Just real quick. Yes. I'd like to know if I can talk to my attorney after the court session.
I don't know how you would do that. He'd have to contact you out there.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Or you can call him. I guess when you can get out today, so you can call him tomorrow if you want to.
Okay.
Is there anything else holding you in jail?
Yeah. This pot charge is from 2019. It's been a while, and because of that, I was out on. Now I got in trouble with Galveston because I missed a court date because I've been in here. So I've been reporting all the way from Dallas to Galveston once a month for like the past 6 months. Since I've been in here, I missed a court date, and now I have a warrant out for my arrest in Galveston. So that kind of really screwed me up. And now I'm out on a PR bond for a criminal trespass, and I'm going to end up going to Galveston, and the same thing is going to happen to me again. And so basically I'll go out to Galveston and I'll miss my court date here in Collin County, and then I'll just be ping pong back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I don't want that to happen. So I need to relinquish my PR bond, sit it out in here before I go down there. So when I go down there, I can just get released and not have to go through this missing court dates because I'm being held by one county versus
do you have
another.
a lawyer up here?
Here or in Galveston?
For that case?
I went to Galveston, but I'm going to get rid of him because I had given my mother permission.
Do you have a lawyer here for your other case?
It was Warren.
You're muted. You have to talk real loud if you're going to be muted.
Oh, it was Warren. Yes.
There you go.
I'm appointed on that one as well, Your Honor.
Why don't you go ahead and get his bond revoked or declared insufficient, and that way we can keep him there and take care of his case. I don't know if his case is filed yet or not.
It's not filed. That's the problem. They gave him a writ on 15 days, and so I don't. When I checked the other day, it's been probably 3 days. They still hadn't received the case in yet.
Yeah, call who you can and see if y'all. I mean, because it is going to be a pain to transfer them down, transfer them back. It'd be better if
it is.
Both of them right here.
Just know, Michael, I don't have any control over how quickly that gets filed. And so you may sit here for a while waiting on that case to get filed, and we can't resolve it until it's filed.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So would it be better if I just keep the PR bond and head down there and wait for it to still be filed? Because I'm probably going to be down there for a little bit.
Probably. I mean, it's.
I think I'd keep the PR bond and try to resolve your case as quick as you can once you get down there, and then try to get back for your first court date. It's going to be, even if the case gets filed, I would guess it's going to be a month before you would have a first court date.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, my court date it's June 23rd for the PR to show up for the PR bond. So I'm just gonna end up getting it revoked.
Let's do this. Let me come over to the courthouse and get a video visit with you so that we can let the judge go back to take care of his business.
I'm sorry about this, you guys. Okay. Thank you.
He'll take care of you.
I
All right,
didn't
man.
know about it until today.
All
I
right.
thought I was gonna get out and be able to go and appear down in court, but it didn't happen.
I'm
like
gonna
that.
come see you. I'm gonna come see you shortly, Michael, okay? All right, appreciate your time, Your Honor.
See you later.
Take care.
We have Mr. Gray. You're all hooked up, but you're muted.
No, sir.
Talking about to Tom. You're muted right now. It's a little red microphone button. You'll just have to talk really loud if you're going to be muted. All right. Mr. Gray, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Is your true name Caleb Alexander Gray?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand you're charged in this case with possession of a prohibited weapon, knuckles?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. And it looks like you and your attorney worked out a plea agreement for 300 days in jail with credit for at least 680 days back time.
Yes, sir.
And so you'll be time served as of right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand your attorney's online with us right now? We're doing this plea electronically.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of possession of prohibited weapon, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I accept plead guilty. Find you guilty, sentence you to 300 days in jail. You'll get credit for at least 680 days. You'll be time served as of right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Good luck. Thank y'all.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
can you hear
Thank
me
you.
now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, Caleb, I'll give a call. I apologize, Your Honor. I'll call your dad and your grandmother and let them know, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank you, Judge.
All
Thank
right, see you
Caleb.
later. Take care. And I guess all we've left is the Mr. Harris, right?
You have Miss Peters as well, Judge.
Oh, I only see, okay.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. All right. Let's see. So we have, Ms. Harris. Are we not expecting Tony today? Not there. Trying to find out where Tony is.
Okay.
Isn't today Prince's birthday?
Yesterday,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Yeah, it's close. Claire, he's been to like 100 Prince concerts.
99. I did have a chance to go to the 100th, but I held off because I didn't want to see him twice in one night.
Did he ever perform at the Super Bowl?
Yes, 2009. It's considered the greatest Super Bowl musical performance by most people. He played in the rain. Look at it on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, I think I remember watching him, and that would be the only way I think I would have watched him. But I remember watching something with him, and I can remember if it was the Super Bowl or something else.
Yeah, it was quite a performance.
Judge, are we starting with Harris?
Yes.
And Judge, I don't know what to expect from Mr. Harris. He's been writing a lot of letters. And the last letter he wrote to the judge, to Judge Roach, apparently he wanted me to ignore the last letter he sent to me, which I don't know which one he's talking about. So, we'll have to ask him.
Okay. There's Tony. All right. All right. This is Anthony Carter Harris. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
did
sir.
you want to call your client? Testify?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm the testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I will consider that for the purpose of this hearing. And you can go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Harris, do you know why we're here today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you have asked me to see if we can't get you released on a mental health bond for your case that's indicted out of the 296. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I did.
And do you understand what a mental health bond actually is?
Yes, sir. I do.
And has someone, when they interviewed you, I guess this would be Joseph Hill probably, when you were interviewed, did they explain to you all the obligations that are involved with being released on a mental health bond?
Yes, sir. He did.
And those would include calling Tony Fox once a week to let her know that you're out there, to get in contact with MetroCare or LifePath, wherever you happen to end up, and follow through with getting your medications from them and to take your medications regularly.
Yes, it was explained to me.
Okay, and once a month, you would have to appear before Judge Baxter while you're out on the mental health bond, even though your case is now filed in the 296. So you have court dates associated with that case as well. You'll have two different reporting obligations, but we can try to sync them up on the same day.
Okay.
Okay. I know you're fairly intelligent, really intelligent. I've read your motions and things like that. You do research well, so I assume that you do realize that that when you're out on a mental health bond, that you have to stay in contact with me. You can't get arrested for anything new. You have to follow any doctor's orders. And if they ask you to take a drug test, you have to submit to a drug test. Are you willing to do all of those things?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. And do you, if you are released or when you're released, where do you plan on going? Do you have somewhere to go?
Yes, sir, I do.
Where's that?
It's the Yorkshire Lane address.
Okay, and that's in Lancaster, correct?
Yes, sir.
Lancaster.
Lancaster, okay. And those are family members that you'll be living with?
Yes, that's the older sister and her husband.
And Mr. Harris, have you actually spoken to them? They know you're coming?
Yes, they know. They know.
And it's Cheryl Phillips, that's your sister?
Yes, that's my little big sister.
Okay, and she will be the one helping, picking you up today from the jail, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And just for clarification purposes, because Judge Roach is calling us into his court next Monday morning at 9 a.m.
Mhm.
Based on some communication from you. Is there, are we doing the right thing, asking for this mental health bond today? Is this what you want?
Yes, we are doing the right thing. Judge Roach, ignore that. I was having one of my moments.
Okay,
I get suffer with anxiety, and I get out there sometimes when things aren't moving like I think they should.
okay.
Or
Well,
believe that they should.
if you are released, they will give you my phone number, and could you give me a call tomorrow?
I sure will.
All right, I'm gonna pass the witness.
Does the state have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor, just a couple. Mr. Harris, do you have a job?
I have two actually, because I'm retired, and I work for AT&T Stadium as a contract job. I clean up after events there, and I also work for Premium for Premium Temporaries, which we contract with Globe Life Park. Both of them are part-time, little just simple stuff.
And do you have a car?
No, ma'am. I'm not allowed to drive.
Okay, why aren't you allowed to drive?
Well, I've been in an accident, and because I have seizures, I don't drive.
Okay, so how do you plan on getting to your appointments at LifePath?
At LifePath, there's always Uber or Lyft or whatever. I can ride to the Parker Road station, get off, and have a Lyft or Uber to bring me here. Or if not, my sister would bring me.
Mr. Harris, are you currently taking medications while you're at the jail?
Yes, every day.
And are they helping?
Yes, a lot.
And have you been prescribed? It says you've been prescribed several medications before. Is that correct?
Yes.
And have you been taking those consistently?
Yes. They give me
Okay.
my.
Were you taking medications at the time of this current offense?
No, that was a problem. I was not taking my medication as prescribed.
Why?
There was an incident that I kind of just got up under my skin and started having a bout with depression and didn't do what I was supposed to do. I stopped taking my medication just because of that. Just too depressed.
Okay, Mr. Harris, you realize though that if you are on a mental health PR bond and and medication is prescribed, that you will not have a choice, that you must take that medication.
Yes, I do.
Okay. At this time, Your Honor, we have no further questions from the state.
Does the defendant have any other questions or witnesses?
We rest.
Does the state have anything else to add?
No, Your Honor, just to read in the defendant's criminal history.
Okay.
It is a little lengthy, Your Honor. On May 21st, 1990, the defendant was convicted of burglary of a habitation and sentenced to 7 years probation. On September 9th, 1990, the defendant was convicted of possession of cocaine and sentenced to 6 years county jail. And then, Your Honor, just to save us some time, the defendant then has 12 theft convictions. 3 of them are misdemeanors. 9 of them are state jail felonies. And in the midst of that time period that goes from 1996 until the current time period is those 12 theft convictions. And in that time period as well, on June 26, 1997, the defendant was convicted of burglary of a motor vehicle, sentenced to 160 days confinement. The offense of failed to ID on July 1st, 2006, the defendant was convicted and sentenced to 45 days in county jail. On July 24th, 2012, the defendant was convicted of forgery of financial instrument and sentenced to 3 years confinement. And then on July 15th, 2017, the defendant was convicted of failure to ID. And that is the last conviction that is not a theft conviction, Your Honor.
Any argument from the state?
Your Honor, at this time, we would oppose just due to the defendant's lengthy criminal history. And we think that if released on a mental health PR bond, that the defendant will reoffend again, and therefore is not a good candidate at this time.
May I
Yeah,
respond?
sure.
Well, Your Honor, most of the history that counsel was referring to seemed like it was 30 years old, 20 years old. With the last bit of history, I think I heard was 2016. I think that all the history is too remote to predict his future behavior. He's expressed his willingness to abide by all the rules that set forth in front of him, and we think that he should be granted a mental health bond.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about his history, I guess, is there's nothing violent in there. And so I think what we'll do is we'll try him on a mental health bond. I mean, the bottom line is you've got to do exactly what you said you're going to do. It's
Yes.
not easy. Main thing is you got to take your medication.
Yes, sir.
You got to stay in touch with Tony, let her know how you're doing, what you're doing. If you
Okay.
do anything you're not supposed to be doing, we're going to revoke the bonds real quickly. Okay.
Okay.
And I guess apparently you have a court date next Monday. You better show up for that, or your bond will also be revoked.
Okay, next Monday?
Is that what?
Yes, sir. At 9 a.m. in the 296th on the
Okay.
second floor.
Okay,
And what's going to happen is every week you're going to need to call Tony. She's going to talk to you here in a minute and let you know what you need to know. And then you'll come see me once a month. We'll probably start doing that pretty soon, to have y'all come in and see me on a monthly thing. Okay.
okay,
Just to check and make sure you're doing okay. I don't know that you have a drug problem that we need to address, but you could expect to be drug tested on that day. Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. Tony, do you want to talk to him?
Also, Judge, I want to let you know that because of where he's going to be living, he won't be able to go to LifePath Systems because they only serve
MetroCare.
live in Collin County. He'll need to go to MetroCare. Do you understand that, Anthony?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, I do. There's a MetroCare in the Lancaster Keys shopping center. That's
Yep.
the closest one.
Yes, exactly. 3330 Lancaster. So if you have any problems with that, just let me know and I will assist you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
When you get released, you will find a folder in your property. Inside that folder is going to be my card.
Okay,
When you're here on Monday, I want you to come to my office. Your attorney knows where it's at, okay?
okay.
All right, very good.
Tony,
Yes,
the number that's being handed out with your signature on the letter for me is wrong.
okay. I will check that fixed.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I
All
just
right,
noticed that today.
not a problem.
All right. Well, good luck. We'll see you soon. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank all of
Okay.
you.
Your
No trouble.
Honor, I asked that due to the fact that we've spoken so much about his criminal history, that the record be sealed.
Okay. We'll do that.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Do you have the other one, Chris?
Yes,
Okay.
Jordan Peters. This is.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Hi. Oh, God, you put some of my hair. Looks like
He needs a file. We can't find it.
Huh?
Two cases?
Yes.
All right. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God?
I do.
And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment that I'll consider for the purpose of this meeting. You can go ahead.
Okay, I call Jordan Peters. Hey, Jordan, just so the record gets straight, you actually spell your first name Jordin, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everything's misspelled on my paperwork that I'm doing. I'm sorry about that. Do you understand why we're here today?
Yes, sir.
And you're asking the judge to grant you a mental health bond on your 2 unindicted felonies. One, so you can get some therapeutic help, but 2,
Yes.
you need to go to, you have a hold on you in Denton.
Yes.
And you're going to be transferred over there, and you have worked out something with that case. Is that correct?
We are trying to, ideally what we want,
Well,
and so we want to do treatment altogether.
You got something working on there?
Yeah, we want to do it where it's an agreed thing with Colin and Denton where I go to treatment.
Okay. And you have been formally diagnosed with a mental health disorder, haven't you?
Yes. Yes.
And what specifically are they saying your mental disability is?
The psychologist I saw outside of here said that I have stage 10 ADHD, which is known as circle or ring of fire ADHD, which can be treated like manic depression and high anxiety.
And where did you receive that diagnosis?
The last one I received an anxiety diagnosis here by the psychiatrist.
Okay. And you've actually been to Green Oaks and Sundown Ranch for assistance as well.
Yes.
Have you been prescribed medication?
I was prescribed Wellbutrin, and then I got off of Wellbutrin and was put onto 30 milligrams of Adderall. So it would help like balance out my anxiety. And then I stopped taking everything and was trying to like deal with it by myself, mainly because I had a kid.
And is that what led up to these arrests? You're not taking the medication, you think?
Yeah.
Now, you understand if you're granted a mental health bond, that you're agreeing to go seek treatment, and if a doctor prescribes medication, you're agreeing to take it as prescribed.
Yes.
Are you willing to do that?
Yeah, I'm willing to do that.
Do you already know where you're going to go for your mental health assistance?
For the treatment or for like the help with medication?
You know that you've been recommended to go to LifePath.
Yes.
Are you in their system? Have you ever dealt with them?
I've never dealt with them before.
Okay. You understand that's where you can go and get counseling and your medications, and directed for if you need to take classes or anything else like that.
Okay.
Are you willing to follow their recommendations?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to call and check in with Tony Fox, our mental health liaison, once a week?
Yes, sir.
And once a month, you'll be required to come to court and see Judge Baxter and report to him.
Okay.
Are you willing to do that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have transportation?
I do.
You have your own car, or do you rely?
I have my own vehicle.
And ultimately, when you're going to be released, do you have a place to go?
I do. It's in Princeton.
And
well, really, it's in Farmersville.
Okay, and who would you be living with?
It is going to be my brother.
Okay,
and yes, he knows I'm coming.
He knows you're coming.
He knows I'm coming.
All right.
He's the one picking me up from whatever jail.
That's Chad Witzel.
Yes.
I'll pass the witness.
Does the state have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Peters, were you living with your brother at the time of these two offenses?
I was not.
Okay.
I was staying in Denton.
Besides your brother, do you have any other family that's in the area?
I do. I have my mom and dad, but they currently have my daughter, and I am not allowed to. They don't want me at their house or around my daughter until I get treatment and get all of my legal things taken care of.
And how old is your brother?
My brother is, oh my gosh, like 40 something.
Okay, so he's older.
He's grown.
And
He
will
has
you
a
be
good
living with
job.
will you be living with his family?
No, him.
Just him? You had stated that you previously received outpatient treatment. What was that treatment for?
It was for ADHD.
Oh, thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you. And so were you prescribed medication when you were at Sundown in Green Oaks?
Yes, I was. And then that was years ago. I'm 33, and that was like before I was like even 20. And so I went through a pretty fucked up 20s. Let me just be real. And then
You weren't taking your medication during
I
that
wasn't taking my medication. I was self-medicating. And then I had my daughter and I stopped doing all of that stuff. And then just from being a single mom and having to deal with everything by myself, oh my God, I'm going to cry.
It's okay, Ms. Peters. My next question for you is, were you self-medicating at the time of this current offense? And then you understand that if you are granted a mental health PR bond, that you cannot self-medicate in this case, that you have to stay sober.
Mm-hmm. I want to
Okay.
go to treatment. That's really why I'm trying to get this and trying to get to Denton so I can get Denton to be in some kind of agreement so I can get out of jail and go to treatment.
Have you been to substance abuse treatment before?
Huh?
Have you been to substance abuse treatment before?
Not since I was like way younger. That's what Sundown Ranch is. It's a rehab.
And I do have to ask you about this. You reported while in your mental health assessment that you've had at least 2 prior suicide attempts. Are you currently struggling with thoughts of self-harm right now?
And I never said that. I said that maybe like 5 years ago when I first got arrested here.
Okay.
But I haven't, not since I got here.
Okay. No further questions at this time.
Does the defendant have any other questions or witnesses?
No, Your Honor, we rest.
Okay. State have anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, just the defendant's criminal history. We have on that the defendant was arrested on August 11th, 2003 for an assault bodily injury. I have no prosecution data on that offense, for that offense. And then on March 7th, 2011, the defendant was arrested for assault causes bodily injury to a family member. I do not have prosecution data on that offense. And then I have on January 5th, 2014, the defendant was arrested for driving while intoxicated. And then no prosecution data on that offense as well.
That it?
That's it.
Okay. Any argument from the state?
Your Honor, we're going to defer to the court at this time and just ask that as a part of the defendant's mental health PR bond, and that there be conditions regarding to substance abuse treatment.
What we're going to do is go ahead and get you into, we're going to give you a PR bond. I think it's going to result in you going to Denton first. And
Right.
I'm assuming if they put you on probation over there, they'll require some sort of treatment program for you.
They're actually trying to make me go to
Nexus?
state jail. No, they want me to go to state jail, but my attorney over there is trying to get them to agree to mimic whatever y'all are going to give me because she knows how bad I want to go to treatment.
Well, we don't have any treatment program for you yet. So
Okay.
Probably whatever they order you to do is what's going to wind up happening. I mean,
I can't do like Nexus or something.
Well, if you can, it's not set up right now.
Okay.
And if that's what you want to do, if you want to get, I mean, the problem with Nexus is you have a criminal case pending and they're not going to take you in the Nexus knowing that you have to go take care of a criminal case. So,
Okay.
but Denton could, I guess, order Nexus be part of your probation program if that's what they decide to do with you over there.
Okay.
The problem with Nexus is it's not a lockdown facility.
Right.
They may want you to go to the Safe P program or something like that, and that may be what they're looking at. But anyway, but what I'm gonna do is order that I'm gonna give you a PR bond, let you get out of our jail.
Okay.
You'll have to go to Denton, and I'm gonna require as a condition of your bond that you complete whatever program Denton puts in place for you. If you don't get a program from anybody, then you're gonna just need to check in with us, and we may find something for you. And you'll still have to complete some sort of substance abuse program.
Okay.
But if Denton just decides to put you on probation without any conditions, we're going to add conditions.
Okay.
To make sure that something's going on, that you're getting, back into a normal lifestyle. Okay.
Okay.
Tony's going to talk to you here in a second and explain
Alright.
to you how everything's going. You guys come see me once a month. If you're obviously if you're in jail, you won't see me during that month, or if you are in a treatment program,
Right.
to come see me.
Okay.
We'll need to know where you are though. You'll need to check in with Tony every Monday, and let her know.
I got you.
Okay.
Alright.
You want to talk to her, Tony?
Yes,
Thank you.
please. Jordan, I'm going to have a folder put into your property that will have my contact information in it. Those folders tend to disappear sometimes whenever a person is transferred from one jail to another.
Right.
Get released from Denton, the first thing you need to do is contact your attorney.
I
And
will.
I'll give you my number and then you contact me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then we can get rolling on what needs to be done and make sure that you stay compliant with your bond. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
We'll see you next month sometime, hopefully, and just make sure you take your medication as prescribed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck. Thank y'all.
All right,
Thanks.
thank you. May
Alright.
I be excused?
Yes. See you later.
Thank you.
It's Lancaster.
At Lancaster.